Hi and welcome to RC Nerd 74. In today's video I'm gonna talk about the final result of my do-it-yourself airboat build I did. I'm really happy with the result, also how it drives after the last modifications. So let's jump right into the modifications. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to show you some footage of the latest test run in the shape you can see it right here in the video. The most important modifications were all around the prop and the motor. I had a 5-inch drone prop on my first test run on the boat, and there was too much torque for this little boat, so the boat always was extremely pushed to the left side because of the torque of the motor and the prop, and it was not really well controllable. So what I did is I reduced the size of the prop. I cut the edges with using my drill and my Dremel. It's around something more than 1 centimeter I have cut it off the blade. Then I was able to lower the position of the motor at around 1.5 centimeters closer to the hull. That also reduces the torque which comes from the motor and the prop on the hull to push the boat around in a way you don't want to have it. That is the most important technical modification. In the upcoming test run footage you will see how it works. It was really an improvement, so I'm pretty happy about this modification. During the first test run I also realized that the boat is too light on the front or too heavy in the back. Underneath the top plate I added 65 grams of weight, just to make sure that the CG works better and the boat runs better on the water, not that tail heavy. That was also a success to add this amount of weight in the front. What I absolutely didn't like after the first test run was the solution of the antennas. I had 2 steel rods which came out of the hull and were straight up here and on this side too. That was really nasty, and so I decided to remove the steel rods and just take the 2.4 GHz antennas from my Futaba receiver and put the end into the short piece of tube I have built in to put in the rod. And like this, that looks much cleaner, and the antennas still make sure to have good RC range. So like this, I like the look of the boat way better than before with the long steel rods in the front of the boat. Then I did the paint job. I used all the multiplex colors I also used for my multiplex fundraiser builds. It was silver and red and yellow, so I decided to use the same colors, and that's what it looks like now. The colors fit pretty well to the Baywatch theme, and that's the reason why I decided to make it look like this. It's pretty good visible in the water. I think it went out pretty well. Then I added some scale details. I did a stand for the seat, also made of Testrun. Then I added a seat made of thin plastic foil, and also added a throttle stick. It's a short carbon rod I glued in, and also installed some steering pedals. Like this, the boat has some kind of scale look too, and I like the result how it ended up. It's surprisingly well. Also the driving. During the test drive, I was able to increase the throttle up to 100%. In the last test drives, I was only able to use 55% of throttle. Now I can use 100%. In the test run, I tried to start with 60% and then went up and up and up, and I ended at 100%. And it's some kind of drivable with 100%, but it's absolutely at its limits. But it's really big fun to drive it with so much power. So enough talking now, let's jump right into the test run footage. Thanks for watching, have a good time, bye bye.